Many of us love lots of sunshine. So this is a little Miss Sunshine. Here we go. Oh, it starts off kind of strangely, though. It says, welcome to Misery Land. We say, welcome, but there really isn't very much to welcome you about it. It's the most miserable place in the world. Misery worms look like this. Look at that. My goodness. Wow. I thought we were going to start off with sunshine. And when the birds wake up in the morning in Misery Land, they don't start singing. They start crying. Oh, it really is an awful place. Wow. Poor birds. And the king of Misery Land is even worse. He sits on his throne all day long with tears streaming down his face. Oh, I'm so unhappy, he keeps sobbing over and over and over again. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. There's the poor unhappy king. I think this book's going to have a good ending, though. Little Miss Sunshine had been on holiday. She'd had a lovely time, and now she was driving home. She was whistling happily to herself as she drove along when, out of the corner of her eye, she saw a signpost. To Misery Land. Misery Land, she thought to herself. I've never heard of that before. And she turned off down the road. She looks pretty happy. She came to a sign which read, You are now entering Misery Land. And underneath it said, smiling, laughing, chuckling, giggling, forbidden by order of the king. Wow. Oh dear, thought little Miss Sunshine as she drove along. She came to a castle with a huge door. A soldier stopped her. What do you want? He asked gloomily. I want to see the king, smiled little Miss Sunshine. You're under arrest, said the soldier. But why? Asked little Miss Sunshine. For a most serious crime, replied the soldier. Most serious indeed. There's the soldier. Can you guess what the crime is that she's being arrested for? The soldier marched little Miss Sunshine through the huge door, and across the courtyard, and through another huge door, and up an enormous staircase, and along a long corridor, and through another huge door, wow, and into a gigantic room. And at the end of the gigantic room sat the king, crying his eyes out. Well, there's some of what she had to go up and go along in order to get to the huge room with the king. Your Majesty, said the soldier, bowing low, I have arrested this person for a most serious crime. The king stopped crying. She smiled at me, said the soldier. There was a shocked silence. She did what? Cried the king. She smiled at me, repeated the soldier. Oh, the king looks pretty upset by that. But why is smiling not allowed? Laughed little Miss Sunshine. She laughed at me, cried the king. Why not? She chuckled. She chuckled, cried the king. Little Miss Sunshine giggled. Oh, she giggled, went on the king. And he burst into tears again. I think I may be being a little too dramatic here, but it's a pretty dramatic story. But why are these things not allowed? Asked little Miss Sunshine. Because this is Misery Land, wept the king. And they've never been allowed, he sobbed. "Oh, I was so unhappy before you arrived," he wailed, "but now I'm twice as unhappy." Little Miss Sunshine looked at him. "But wouldn't you like to be happy?" she asked. "Of course I would," cried the king. "But how can I be? This is Misery Land." Poor king. Little Miss Sunshine thought. "Come on," she said. "You can't talk to me like that," sobbed the king. "Oh, don't be silly," she replied, and led him across the gigantic room and through the huge door and along the long corridor and down the enormous staircase and through the huge door and across the courtyard and through the huge door to her car. "Get in," she said. There we go. Little Miss Sunshine drove the crying king back to the large notice. "Dry your eyes," she said, and handed him a large handkerchief from her handbag. And then, from her handbag, she produced a large pen. 5 minutes later, she had finished. Instead of saying, "You are now entering Misery Land, smiling, laughing, chuckling, giggling, forbidden by order of the king," do you know what it said now? I bet you can guess. Oh, there they are, with her working on the board. This is what it says now. "You are now entering Laughter Land, smiling, laughing, chuckling, giggling, permitted by order of the king." "There," said Little Miss Sunshine. "Now you can be happy." "But I don't know how to be happy," sniffed the king. "I've never tried it." Miss Sunshine looks happy. "Nonsense, nonsense," said Little Miss Sunshine. "It's really very easy," she smiled. The king tried a smile. "Well, not bad," she laughed. The king tried a laugh. "Getting better," she chuckled. The king tried a chuckle. "Oh, you've got it," she giggled. The king looked at her. So I have," he giggled. "I'm the king of Laughterland now." Wow. And Little Miss Sunshine arrived home. As Little Miss Sunshine arrived home, there was Mr. Happy out for an evening stroll. "Hello," he grinned. "Where have you been?" "Miseryland," she replied. "Miseryland," he said. "I didn't know there was such a place." And Little Miss Sunshine giggled. "Actually," she said, there's Mr. Happy and Little Miss Sunshine. "Actually," she said, "there isn't."